Hi, this is Richard Pidley of Garden Elf, and I'm here at the Whanganui Quaker settlement to talk to you a little bit about the Permaculture Design course that's coming up in 2017. It's a modular course. We're doing alternative Saturdays throughout the year, and it's starting on Saturday the 11th of February, and it's going to be on alternative Saturdays after that. The breakdown of the course is it's a introduction first to the permaculture principles, zones, and strategies that influence the thinking behind permaculture and what it's all about, a bit of the history and the context here at the Quaker settlement of how it's been implemented here. It then goes into the permaculture design process, so how do you go about a permaculture design in a property, and what are the considerations, and how do you go about mapping out that design. And then there's a whole series of different topics where we investigate particular aspects of the permaculture curriculum. And the idea of the workshops is it's a modular course, so you can come along, learn about a particular topic you might be interested in, maybe soils or orchard design or broadacre farm design. Or if you do the whole series of workshops, you can graduate with a Permaculture Design Certificate, which is certified by the Permaculture Research Institute of New Zealand. To do that, you also need to complete a portfolio where you've made a design of a particular landscape, and you've gone through the design process of that landscape, and put together a portfolio of that.
Permaculture is described as a design science, so it's a way of designing an abundant and diverse, normally food-producing system, but it can also be applied to any type of system, a business system or a community or an education system. And it's guided around a set of principles such as valuing diversity and producing no waste, and maximising the edges of a design. And these principles are the things that a permaculture designer will refer to in creating a design. And a permaculture design certificate course aims to give a participant an overview of all the different disciplines that are encompassed by permaculture. It can be quite a complex and complicated subject to get your head around. So the idea of the PDC certificate is to introduce all the different elements to you, and you go through them and you see how they all fit together and apply to the world around you, and hopefully a design that you've got in mind. And that helps put all that complexity into context and introduce you to the world of permaculture. People generally do a permaculture design certificate course to either design a property that they're working on, which is probably the most common use. So they might have a lifestyle block, for example, and they want to design a sustainable and diverse food production system on that lifestyle block, and they're looking at doing a PDC course as a way of getting an introduction to the systems thinking of permaculture and applying it to the design of their farm. Increasingly though, more people are getting into permaculture as a way of earning a living and applying business development and entrepreneurial skills to the permaculture systems thinking, and coming up with all sorts of interesting solutions of ways to get a livelihood. It's my particular interest. It's a business I'm developing called Garden Elf, which is all about the design of regenerative foodscapes. So for my own business, I'm looking at designing and installing regenerative foodscapes and lifestyle blocks, and in the future designing profitable small-scale farms based on permaculture principles.